We have been through a lot to get to the point where we are now. We went from being in little sheds from place to place to having to rent rooms in apartments to get all the Muslims to get together, to finally, alhamdulillah, to get in this masjid. But now, even this masjid now is too small for the need of the community. We are growing rapidly. There are a lot of people who do not come because there's no room.
Get a little crowded in here sometimes. Sometimes brothers have to go into another room to pray, because we have too many brothers in. So I definitely think it's a need.
احنا بحاجة لتغيير المكان لصغر حجم المكان وكثرة الطلاب السعوديين أو المبتعثين بصفة عامة.
We thought this place we have would be big enough, but it isn't anymore.
في أغلب الأحيان نجي وقت صلاة الجمعة بالذات إذا واحد مثلا كان عنده ظرف عنده كلاس عنده زي كذا يجي المسجد يكون زحمة فما يحصل مكان له إنه يصلي فيضطر يستنى لين يخلص الصلاة ما يلحق صلاة الجمعة فيضطر إنه يصلي جماعة ثانية أو إنه يصلي الظهر بعد ما تخلص الصلاة.
A bigger place, because I found that there are a lot of Muslims who live here in Ogden and in Utah in general.
As you can see, our parking lot is right here. And as you can tell, we have enough parking here for maybe 6 cars. We need a lot bigger parking lot. The space for the sisters, for example, our space for is limited. There's enough, perhaps, you might find enough room for 10, 12 sisters at the same time to sit and pray in here. This is the entrance to the sisters. As you can see, it's 3.5 feet by 3.5 feet. It's pretty small. Right now, this area is not enough. I myself have 4 kids. So if I bring my kids and my wife and my kids will fill half of this area. Very tiny bathroom in here. There's often a need for standing in line for people that want to do wudu because it's just not enough room. We don't have maghsal or any other way to get people to, to come in and do wudu. This is what we have for library right now. It's unorganized. And it doesn't hold really enough books and doesn't have any books for the children. We don't have room for any of that.
We'll have a school so we can teach the children the Islamic values and Islamic ways. That's the first thing we like to do.
School for the young kids, at least they can get the Islamic,
احنا بحاجة إلى مدرسة لتعليم الصغار الإسلام وتعاليم الدين.
Like for me, if I'm a permanent resident here in USA, I would really love to find a school, Islamic school for my children, So that's the most important thing, I think, the school.
في ناس كثيرين دحين مضطرين إنه يحطوا أولادهم بما إنهم يدرسوا فمضطرين يحطوا أولادهم في مدارس تعلموا شيء غير الإسلام فيتربوا على قيم ومبادئ خاطئة فإحنا نحتاج إنه يكون في مدرسة للأطفال وبالذات إذا أحد كان مخطط إنه يجيب أطفال ومخطط إنه يجلس فترة زيادة هنا إنه يقدر يضمن مستقبل أطفاله في هذا البلد.
Over here, like I mentioned earlier, is the main area of the masjid. And this, at current time, I would say maybe 40 people maximum will fit in here. So if you look at the whole thing between this room, even when we use the library, we're looking at 50, and then the sisters maybe 60, enough for 60 people.
Place, I think it'll be great simply because it's a nice place. This place is fine. But if you have a nice place, more people, obviously want to be interested in. Okay, they see the Muslims. Wow, that place is nice. Let's see what they're up to.
بإذن الله إن شاء الله إذا كان هو موجود لأنه في أشياء كثيرة راح تجمع المسلمين فيه اللي هو السكول اللي هو المسجد بإذن الله.
So I think when we have our organization like Islamic Center and that's public and everyone know it. It will be a great thing for the non-Muslim to go there and ask for what's Islam and see the real Islam, what it is.
They were even talking about a cemetery so Muslims can be buried, in their own location.
Burial ground in the new area, it is huge, as you know. It's over 19 acres. There is room to do, burial, for the Muslims, which we do not have now.
Community is growing. And our kids are growing for next generation.
Apartments, places for people to stay, places for visitors when they come in to teach, and you know, to spread the word of Islam.
الحين في الجامعة في كثير ناس يشوفوا ناس مسلمين مثلا متحجبات زي كذا، فيكون في تواصل مع زوجاتهم، ممكن البنات يتواصلوا مع نفس البنات هذول. فبالنسبة للرجال أول شيء واحد يبغى يسويه إنه تعال شوف إحنا إيش جالسين نسوي، إيش ديننا، إيش إحنا نسوي الشيء اللي نسويه في ديننا. فأنا شايف إنه محل زي كذا بهذا المسجد يعني الحمد لله إنه جالسين نصلي فيه زي كذا الجمعة، وإنه بيلمنا في أهم صلاة في الأسبوع. ولكن لما نجي بنجيب شخص يتعلم عن ثقافتنا ويتعلم عن ديننا فيشوفنا بهذه المحدودية، فحيكون صراحة إنه شيء مو كويس. فإنه السنتر الجديد إن شاء الله حيكون شيء يعني يشرف الدين ويشرف منظر الإسلام في هذا البلد بإذن الله.
Simply put, we are growing. We are growing, you know, bigger than we have a mosque for. We can't bring in enough people in the masjid. We can't do any programs to educate our children, and that's why we have the need for a center. And inshallah, with your help and with Allah's help, we'll be able to get the new center and initiate all these programs and help our society.